am Army of Salvation Mike Akpabio. I'm proud to be one.
I'm Army of Salvation Lynn Gabriel Johnson. I'm proud to be one.
I am Army of Salvation Olatokunbola Kulegon, and I'm proud to be one.
Ast Band, in the fold of the Eternal Sacred Order of the Cherubim and Seraphim Church, also known as the Esocs Church, the first Pentecostal movement in Nigeria and West Africa at large, founded by St. Moses Orimolade Tuonlashe, also known as Baba Aladura, on the 9th of September 1925 at Agoishofin, Lagos Island, Lagos, Nigeria.
Well, first and foremost, the Eternal Sacred Order of Cherubim and Seraphim was established, was named in 1925, precisely 9th of September, by Father Moses Orimolade. And to show the importance of the Army of Salvation, the following year, 1926, the Army of Salvation Band was formed.
To welcome us and to establish this band, Cherubim Seraphim in them, this holy band of us. Cherubim Seraphim in them, this holy band of us.
The church was registered as RC 316 under the Company Ordinance of 1922 on the 14th day of February 1930. In the year of our Lord, 1926, St. Moses Orimolade Tuonlashe founded and inaugurated the band known as the Army of Salvation Band, called in the Nigerian Yoruba language, Egbe Omo Ogun Igbala.
From what records told us and what our fathers told us with themselves, particularly J.O. Coker was one of the earliest, Baba J.O. Coker, one of the earliest Army of Salvation. They were one of the oldest, if not the oldest, that we knew. They told us that in 1926, one of the first bands he named was Army of Salvation, Omo Ogun Igbala. In Yoruba, Omo Ogun Igbala.
Band was at first composed of male youths. After a few years, the female wing of the band was formed. St. Moses Orimolade Tuonlashe designed the military-like uniform for the band. He, in fact, also used the band members as other liners that helped pull the cart that carried him in the first anniversary of the church.
All the younger people who were really the elites of the society, they were the elites of the society in Nigeria there, or they love it. Because even we are very close to Baba, they guide him, they were like the security for him, and also the one that will take him around, clear the road. A lot of crowd were coming towards him, a lot of crowd. So that one that separate the cow, make sure he can move. And that time they move in a cart, that the one that drive the cart. We are driving vehicle right now. They move the cart and push it and go on the road, on all the parade. So that's what happened. And in the church, they were taking instruction like wardens. They are wardens. They are really our first call. When a visitor comes there, you see first that the one for collection, that's what they were doing.
They do the work of policing, policemen, as guiding our fathers whenever they are on journey or they are processing and all these things that they guide us. They were doing policing work, so that's actually what they were supposed to do.
Ọ̀nà mọ́nà sójú
The Army of Salvation Band has two sets of band uniform. The military-like uniform worn during high mass services, and the second uniform called the Sultan, worn during weekly and Lenten service for male members, while the female wing of the band wears the Sultan at all officiating services.
We wanted to introduce Navy female dress. It was approved, later disapproved, that I will not be able to control it the way I put it on and the way some other members, female members, to put it on. Because the skirt is supposed to be here. Then Baba Otubu say, later, if we approve this one, some female members will put their skirt here. So there's no secret system in it. So that's how we approve that all functions of Army of Salvation weekdays should be borne by Sultana, both female. So when we cannot pass the exam of changing female dress, all female members should use Sultana all throughout any functions.
No plan for to have a female suit. No. If women always wear Sultana, that you have the second dress, not the suit. Yeah. So that one is what we have approved for, our fathers approved for the women, and we don't want to go and change it at any time. And no intention and no plan to change what our fathers gave to us. It's not gave to us.
The popular Esocs church hymnal song for the band is a hymn number 390 in Yoruba, 91 in English, and 161 in Igbo hymnal.
Bilenum diagha Chineke tonu aha Jesus Christ n'okobo chi anyị hụrụ taa bụ nke Michael onye ọgụ anyị, Michael dị nsọ onye ọgụ anyị, Michael dị nsọ chiagha anyị, dugide anyị ruo n'ọgwụgwụ ndụ anyị meri ike nke ekwensu, merie ike nke ekwensu.
I am Army of Salvation Ogechi Chiboka. I'm proud to be one.
My name is Army of Salvation Ajene Gabriel, and I'm proud to be one.
I'm Army of Salvation Josephine Wilson, and I'm proud to be one.
The other functions of the Army of Salvation Band male members includes the carrying of Cross of Jesus Christ as the frontline officers of the church, serving as ushers and standing beside our senior elders during processions.
If the choristers are processing the front there, one of us is carrying the cross before the choristers follow, and after that one again, when the elders come up there at different stages, they have cross for the board members, cross for the deputies, and cross for the valadra. All these are different stages of discipline. So they are playing a very important role.
Over the years, the band has stood the test of times and has been governed by many Army of Salvation chairmen. To mention a few, Elder T.A. Olubusi.
My father is Superintendent Apostle General Titus Adebisi Olubusi, the fourth child of Babaladora J.S. Olubusi. He was born 1930 into this holy order. The founder of this holy order, Saint Musori Molade, named him Titus Adebisi. At the age of 3, he was put into the band of Army of Salvation.
Elder E.A. Alade, Elder M.J. Adebanjo, and Elder F.O. Ogumbi.
The late supervising apostle Francis Olatunji Ogumbi.
Though he was born a Catholic, but he had a friend who belongs to Esocs. That was the late supervising apostle general, Biodun Gbangbala, was the one that introduced him to Esocs. Then at Branco branch in Lagos Island, very near the Children's Hospital, Massey Children's Hospital. That was in 1956. That was when he joined Esocs. He worshiped in that place for about 6 years. That was where he was made ordained as Army of Salvation and Aladura in 1958. From there, he now went to St. Saviour's Church. The elder in charge then was the former deputy Babaladura, J. Okoka. That was at the Buti Oba in Lagos Island too. He was there for some time until the government demolished the church there. So now migrated to Mount Oreb. That Mount Oreb church is on Olowu Street in Lagos. That was where he became an apostle.
Baba Ogubi is my father. He took me as his son. He took me as his brother. He took me everything that he's doing. When we are working together, he's a responsible Baba. He's a man to be reckoned. He's a man of dignity. He respects everybody. He doesn't joke with anybody. He will do his job accordingly. So that's how I know him. Up till tomorrow, myself and the family were this.
General conference came. That was where I met Alagba Gumbi. And then it just, from nowhere, just like me. Shegun, this and this and this. Every time I come late to a place, it's trouble. It was very smart, well dressed, and is there on time.
After the death of Elder Francis Olatunji Ogunbiyi on the 25th of May 1984, the band was then without any leadership. The Baba Aladura, the fifth Elder Gabriel Adebowale Ogunyadi, who ruled from 1973 to 1985, and Senior Apostle General and Secretary to the Holy Order, Dr. G.I.M. Otubu, nominated Elder G.O. Fafowora in 1984 after an adoption service held at Mount of Peace House of Prayer at Jegunle as the first National Army of Salvation Chief of the Esocs Church worldwide.
And my journey, look at this picture. If you see that picture, that is between me and Oguyadi. In July, in July 1984, we have been, before July 1984, Army of Salvation have been waxing stronger. I was controlling Lagos Island. Baba Ogubi was controlling Lagos. So from there again, when we have something doing together, we merge it together and do it. Although Apostle R.G. Sowo was my senior. R.G. Sowo was my senior by then. But I am in charge of the Army of Salvation in Lagos Island.
Elder G.O. Fafowora followed the steps of his predecessor and brought a lot of renovations and structures to the band. He ensured and financed the clearing of the General Wilderness Praying Ground for more than 10 years.
Early 80s, I've been using my money more up to 10 years. When it comes to preparative prayer, I will ask Joshua, A.R.J. Fedoke, to write all the branches in Lagos to come to prepare themselves for wilderness prayer.
He organized members of the band for March Past Parade and helped in getting a slot at the annual convention service held in Surulere and Lagos Island respectively.
Continue the movement. About time. Listen. 1, 2, 3. Diabo. 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 About time. Listen. 1, 2, 3. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. About time. Listen. Left, right, left, left. Sit down, sit down. Right, time. Left.
Little adjustment.
These are the political group of army observation. We are now ready to perform as we have been doing like on the years ahead before. They have to run now and then come to the display. Right? Right hand. Now, you have to move to that side. You do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Another drama of changing within 2 seconds as the celestial dramatic army of salvation perform. A 2 seconds changing.
I thank God for the life of our late father, G.I.M. Utubu. Whenever we are doing convention, parade in gala, or every other thing, he rely he so rely on army observation. He always give us a slot during the programs to perform. And that's where I introduce acrobatic into it, being led by one special senior apostle, Ajayi, of member of Holy Ebenezer.
Rolling and somersaulting. Without comment. Balado. Overtime. And salute Balado. Come down. The next one will be Bible Pyramid. Come down. Next one. You see them now flying just like a plane. Are you ready to go America, London via Rome? Ready? Now you have to go 2 times. Done. Hello. Now, follow. This and that, give it for the hand.
Formation of a supersonic pyramid.
Don't be afraid. Continue. Yes. Now stand up where? Stand up. Salute. One. Down. Again. Salute. Down. Now come down gently. Now you have to roll and move out. Oh yeah, move. Out. The back now, moving out. Yeah, move. 2 times. Okay, to do. Down, move there. Out. Okay.
He also introduced the biennial national general meeting of the band.
I introduced biannual, more than annual meetings. We do annual meetings before we are right that we should go back to biannual meeting by this SAG, by HME, by Babaladra. You wrote us through the time of Okeyemi that we should go by annual meetings, not every month.
Created committees to look into the rules and regulations of the band, which gave a rebirth to the bylaw of the band and making it possible for training and retraining of members of the band.
The only way to bring sanity into the Law Army of Salvation Band is to have a bylaw. With this, we can handle our members and tell them this thing you are doing is wrong.
In as much as possible that the church has made it for us that we need to be trained, and training continues. You understand? So the present prelate have made where we came for training about 2 years ago at Mount Zion, of which all the Army of Salvation all over the world came.
Serpents and scorpions, and they shall by no enemies hurt me. I am walking in dominion. The Lord has given me the full authority to uproot and to plant, to cause and to bless, and they shall by no enemies hurt me. I am walking in dominion. I am walking in dominion. Walking in dominion. I am walking in dominion. Walking in dominion. I am walking in dominion.
Army of Salvation of Mount Zion General Headquarters in Butemeta. I'm proud to be Army of Salvation.
My name is Army of Salvation Johnson Mesha. I'm proud to be one.
In March 2018, Elder G.O. Fafowora left office as National Army of Salvation Chief after serving for 34 years from 1984 to 2018.
When they appointed me as a supervising apostle general. I said, enough is enough. Oh. They appoint me as a CMC 8. It's most eminence. Dr. David Bob Manuel. I met him one-on-one. I don't know if I want to go. It's okay. I don't want to misuse myself. You know, I wanted to go. 2 months later, I wrote application. I gave to him. He said, I should go and put whom did I want? Then I go back again. It is from there I appointed the chairman and the secretary.
We are walking in dominion. We are walking in dominion. We are walking with authority. We are walking in dominion, dominion, dominion. Oh, we are walking in dominion, walking in dominion.
I go to school and read this course called Paris. He's happy. He's very fussy. After selection barrister, it's very fussy to read. To not do with us. I'm super for it.
Sorry.
Apology accepted. I was born in year 12th March 2048. You can see it sometimes in number. The job that my father decided to elevate him up to the life is a very young man.
Bye.
My father is married.
Bye.
Our father attended St. Paul's Catholic Primary School in Butemeta, Apapa, in 1920, between 1953 to 1968. Then I was a lecturer in one of the schools. So they also attended St. Timothy Secondary School, Iyaye, Lagos, 1963 to 1964. Ibeji-Desha Grammar School, Ibeji-Desha, Osun State, in 1965 to 1966. He had the following certificates: the HND in Business Administration, Diploma in Religious Studies, and Diploma in Theology, Faith Bible College Seminary. Our father worked with custom for so many years, and he got to the rank of a very big rank in custom. I think as assistant controller of custom before he retires. He's a very big man. And he worked there for 35 good years. The Army of Salvation Chairman, on behalf of Army of Salvation, I also thank members of Army of Salvation National for giving me this gift to be part of the program of strength.
Amen. Giving room for new administration.
You know, Papa, you hear handle the Iowa flag of Army of Salvation on this holy order to you, Army of Salvation, JUC, Papa New.
Èmi kò lè ṣe kẹ́mi máa yìn Olúwa o. Èmi kò lè ṣe kẹ́mi máa yìn Olúwa o. Bàbá mi ló jẹ́ Ọlọ́run àgbàlagbà. kò lè ṣe kẹ́mi má yìn Olúwa o. Èmi kò lè ṣe. Èmi kò lè ṣe kẹ́mi má yìn Olúwa o. Bàbá mi ló jẹ́ o. Bàbá mi ló jẹ́ Ọlọ́run àgbàlagbà. Bàbá mi ló jẹ́ o. Bàbá mi ló jẹ́ Ọlọ́run àgbà òye. Èmi kò lè ṣe. Èmi kò lè ṣe kẹ́mi má yìn Olúwa o. Hallelujah.
On the 10th to 13th of May 2018, the Army of Salvation Band held their 7th Biennial National General Meeting, which took place at Mount Zion National Headquarters, number 38, Tejuosho Street, Surulere, Lagos, Nigeria.
Well, my name is Army of Salvation Dr. S.A. Akiremi. Like you all know, I'm one of the national executives outgoing as the PRO. This is a wonderful day. What we are doing here today is the 7th Biennial National General Meeting that brings all of us together from different places, different provinces, different states. This is necessary because we have to rub mind once in a while. We have to put our heads together, we have to reason together, we have to think of a way forward of the band. That is what we are doing today. Like I said earlier on, it is necessary for us to put our heads together, our house together, our band together, so we can be able to stand and do the will of God towards our calling as the Army of Salvation of the only other Esocs national or nationwide. That is our first reason for this.
The meeting was attended and opened by His Most Eminent Baba Ladura, Dr. D.L. Bob Manuel Moses Orimolade, the 9th and prelate of the Esocs Church Worldwide, Deputy Baba Ladura, Dr. H.O. Demure, the SAG and Secretary to the Holy Order, Elder Dr. Napo Emuche. His Most Eminent, the Baba Aladura, Dr. D.L. Bob Manuel, took his opening speech to officially open the event.
Members of the advisory board present, angelic beloved children, with joy in my heart, I welcome you all to this all-important gathering of the Army of Salvation Band of our great church. God bless the Army of Salvation Band. Amen. God bless Esocs. Amen. God bless our country Nigeria. Amen. God bless you all. Amen.
Followed by the welcome address from the present Army of Salvation Chief, Elder J.U. Akpabio.
Eminent Executive, Barbara, Eminent Executive, my fellow armies of salvation, we thank our fathers for sparing their time to be with us.
To usher in the Spirit's lifting word of exaltation. During the program, late Dr. Ike Ago charged members of the band to imbibe discipline in all they do and show good examples other members of the church can follow.
His Most Eminence the Obaladra, His Eminence Deputy, His Eminence SAG, my fellow Army of Salvation, I greet you all in the name of Jesus. The exhortation we are taking this afternoon is on discipline. Discipline. God help His children. Wonderful God of Israel, we thank you for these few seconds. Give us the grace to hear and absorb. through Christ alone.
The 7th Biennial National General Meeting came to a close with the election of new national exco members of the band.
You have been unopposedly nominated and elected as a state secretary of this great body. Worldwide to you as unanimously elected by members of the House without any prejudice, without any rigging, without any complaints, without any grudges. I hereby present it to you, sir.
Your name. Your name.
Do hereby swear that I will be faithful, bear true allegiance to Army Band, and that I will preserve, defend the banner of the band. So help me God.
My name is Army of Salvation, Ajene Gabriel, and I'm proud to be one.
My name is Army of Salvation, Blessing Elendo. I'm proud to be one.
I am Army of Salvation, Temitayo Olakolegon from General Headquarters. I am proud to be one.
There was a day, a woman, they brought her to church, very, very heavy. She could not deliver. They said it's bridge. They removed her from Luz, brought her to Mount Zion. On that day, we are doing Michael anniversary. We are finished 7 days prayers. A taxi landed. You know where I stand at the American at the bar? I think like the honey. I was waiting. We know what's happening. They brought about 3 people. They said they should just take her to pray, a prayer to go and pray for her. I said, today is a big anniversary. Oh. This woman, I immediately say, will this man be able to stand up? She just is, I think, going to die. But they brought her into the church. We allowed to brought to the church. But you know, during the Holy Michael, Barbara is going to dance round. And they'll be singing most of my, nobody can sit down. So I told her, I said, you must stand up. If you can, just hold this and don't sit down. Oh. They don't sit down when they sing this song. Everybody must stand up. And then just hold. And on that day, I'm the one that carried the cross. So I will see her whether she was in there. And of course, I saw her struggling to stand up, stood up, holding something. I remember I was looking at, who's this person? But the woman delivered safely. They came back to come and give thanks to each other. So they were asking, I said, well, we didn't know that we don't allow to, because you have to stand. This service is a big service. It's a victory service. Everybody must stand up. Who only God directed her to come and worship on that day. She got her victory, she delivered safely. She came back many times to come and give thanks. The daughter became big, I think became a doctor also. He came back to give thanks in Mount Zion. I was the type person who didn't want them to enter. I entered, I stood up. I mean, talked to me in a very harsh way. I said, I'll be nice today, but if you don't stand up, we're going to have to go out. You can't sit down when we're carrying the cross, but let us dancing around. Everybody must be upstanding. So, but she stood up and delivered safely. I'm just saying it so that the things that Army we do, we are to help people, we are to usher people in, we are to, I'm to be honest, I'm nice to people. In Mount Zion, myself and Alagba Ohali, we stand at the We were standing at the back. And a lady came and insulted us there. And before I knew, the lady just slapped. Everybody get on and said, stop, don't touch her, leave her. It doesn't mean. Don't create scene. If you create this, everybody will know. Nobody know right now. You just, don't worry, we'll handle it. Don't worry. No, you can't do it. Somebody has to move their chair. I mean, if you move we're going to kill you. No, you are creating scene. This is the church of God. She has done something. Leave her. And I said, don't worry. You are the one let them know. Nobody knew what she has done. You are the one saying it now. Just let it stay to that. Madam. After a while, Uncle Balada saw us from the altar. A call later, I said, who is the person? They called to talk to her. But between me and you, after about 6 months, the one wasn't coming to church again. Not long, we heard that she died. So I was warning them and said, that's why you should not fight people. You should not. Don't know. She was arguing for unnecessary things. We're not even the one that did it for somebody else. She didn't hear well. She thought that we must be the one who have done it. After that, there was a lot of calm among the women when they saw what happened. What they were saying, we told them, we don't believe it has anything to do with her there. But, but it's a lesson for all of us. We should behave well in the church of God. But most importantly, we also must behave properly. So when we start with trade bonds, it's not good. We can enter the room any day, and no problem. And then, but that's what we do. I was not semi-assigned to Okunyadi, but they want me to keep touch after him. A lot of people are going there legally and doing. So we have to be. I was then. Ojo was very. Ojo and Badi were very specific. Like you must be there. You must be going taking. Ojo look at with him. Go and bring what he's doing and this and this and that's what happened. That was the day I made a mistake in life. Okunyadi was Babaladra. His daughter. He has 2 children, 1 boy and 1 girl. You know Tutu. You know Tutu in your college now. He's a granddaughter of Okunyadi. Now, the mother had a baby. So they told Baba, you know what Tutu mother said? He called me, he said, my brother, I want to bring Babalada to my house to come and see the baby. I didn't know it was a fallacy, I should not do it. So, as God will help me that day, I took my car, I went there. As God will have it, I parked my car virtually in front of in the church, Pierce, we live in Pierce there. So I said, I'm going to, Badijo and Ojo were around. Just to say, Chegun, what happened? You didn't go to work? I said, no, this lady called me, Mama Tutu, Babalada, so that I should bring Babaladra to his house, to our house to come and see the baby, just had the baby. You know what Ojo and Badijo said, Chegun? We thank God you'll have been dismissed from the church today. That's what they told me. I said, why? He said, don't you know? He said, did you tell us? That's why we ask you to take, nobody must take him out. That's why I always say, but nobody must take Babalada out, but you must tell us where they're taking there. That's why we learn those things. So then, as God will have it, I was confused, though. Do you know who came in? Babalada just drove in. It's as if God planned everything. So he saw me, he saw my face, he saw okay, they reported me to him. Can you imagine what checking this and this and this? So, to me, I didn't know it was an offense. So he said, we don't know why. You must never do that in your life. Supposed to carry him. There was an accident on the road and he died. You killed the tanner. That's what people will say. You must never. He said, you know what you should have done? Go and carry the daughter with the baby to come and see him. That's why we don't carry Babalada out. We have people to come down to come and see them. Are you with me? Learn a lot of lessons. Anything that will avoid rowdiness in the church, Army will take part. So sometimes, I was Army of Salvation and I'm also chairman of the Adoption Service for many, many years. For almost 15 years, I was chairman of Adoption Service. And we want to make sure everybody eats. So sometimes I will bring the food is not enough, I bring it over there. So I remember many occasions, this is my suit. they pour the rice on me. Then they pour it. Some say, oh, we have a bahia. They don't brought soup. Say, don't worry. What do you want? You want rice? One is and it. So we went to bring them, give them rice. I was calling the soup. At the 3 people are fighting for the soup. It just poured on my body. It was red. I just laughed. I said, you should not do this house of God now.
If you are opportune to go to other churches, it is ushers that share food, they share gifts, that run errands in the church. An Army of Salvation is usher of Internal Association of Charity. It's just based on a different name now. They call it usher, we call them Army of Salvation. So it's our duty to run errands for members within the church premises. That means anything that's been done inside the church, including sharing of food, is our duty.
One day, Visioner said, Shegun, go. My brother was living then at when you get to that main road. Anyway, my brother used to live at that place there. So they asked me, they said, the Visioner said, go quickly, go and get a present, go and give Babaladura. It's my father, I go to him always. They said, no, go. Visioner, And Abamo said, immediately go. So I went, what am I going to buy? I bought something, I put together. I went to him. When I got to his house, normally maybe he's sleeping sort of. He was not sleeping. He was fully dressed in white. He was waiting. As if he was waiting for somebody. So I knelt down because he knows me. He said, baby, I just come to greet you, to give this to you. He took, thank you so much, my son. I started to pray, of course, in Yoruba, pray. As I got to the church, women who had never seen message, Shegun, where are you coming from? You went to give a present to a man of God. Women who had never seen before God in the church, where are you coming from? I saw you, there's something accepted to heaven. I was afraid. Why? 2 people already. So I ran in from the place. As we go, Onka called me. Where did you go? Where are you coming from? I saw something. All their eyes opened. So I went by Omo. He just knelt down beside prayer. He said, God has accepted the prayer you've done. God said, you go and give that arm. This will happen. But if you am close to him, that still happens with them. Are you with me right now? He said, go there and go and give something to him. When you do it immediately, see what happens. But as I'm on salvation, that has been my experience. You get to meet them one-on-one. And then you can be with them. But most of the things I learned about the church today, if I was not Army of Salvation, I would not have known them.
I'm Army of Salvation, Harold Onyebucho. I'm proud to be one.
I'm Army of Salvation, Esther Gabi, and I'm proud to be one. I am Army of Salvation, Samuel Onyebucho. I am proud to be one.
Our young ones, our little ones, they love the way we salute. You see them, they love this salute. If you see them when they are marching, you feel the seriousness in them. And when they get in front of the altar, when they salute, sometimes they make people laugh. But that's the joy of it.
When the children grow up and they see Army of Salvation marching and laughing in the air, they love it. And by so doing, you retain the members in the church.
When Shegun's children were here, and this was very recent too, when his children, Jordan had become observation. So he was going and he's marching. But his younger sister and the smallest one kept asking me, Grandpa, when are we going to make us Army of Salvation? They said they want to sew the dress. So the person said, no, you have to be ordained first because you have not been ordained. As I said, it's in December. So during the ordination, they came to church. But I forgot that they were something. I didn't even see them. They were in the car, they were crying. When we came back home, I tell you, we usually go to the house every Sunday to go and see them. When I went there, they would not greet me. Those small children. They were very, very annoyed. We said, okay, next year they will do it. Next year came again. They were ready, we didn't do it. In fact, they said, Grandpa, we will not talk to you again this and this. To tell you how they were. And these were small children, the girl and the boy. So, and that was the year I was ordained as a deputy. So I said, how am I going to do this? I couldn't call the elders ordained them. Is their subordination? And if you tell Babala that they will approve it. I said, no, I won't do that. I'm going to tell Babala that. Since these children are doing like this. So I went to Babala to very, very interesting. That day, he sent me to Butemeta to go and represent him in one of the Thanksgiving there. And I went. So I rushed, I came back. They were waiting for me in the church. So I saw Baba Yellow. Oh, check when you're back. I said, I'm back, sir. As I was telling him. I said, Baba, I'm going to do this for me. So I need that. He said, what do you want? What's the problem? I could not even talk. He didn't know what I want to say. I said, I want ordination. He looked at me. I said, no, I don't ask for ordination, but this is very important. Who wants you? I said, no. I said, my grandchildren. He said, what do you want? They want to be my salvation. He laughed. He said, no, I'm going to do it myself. If that is so, bring them. So I told them, my boss approved it. We go. So they are going to get their cap and everything. So they gave it. When they were paying for them, I know fellow you saw them. They were so serious. And me. So those two. So so the grandchildren also are doing that, and all of them. Even my daughter, even though the husband is not the children serving, but they come to watch me all. The children have been saying each and every Grandpa, we want to be army. So that is it. Because you see what good for that. That's what happened. They can join other bands, after that. But Army of Salvation has been what most of us in our line have done.
Almighty and everlasting Father, God of children, God of servants, God of our Father, Muslim will I God of our Father, Muslim will I God of our Father, Muslim will I You are the same God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Israel. So come and hearken to our prayers. Give them peace, give them love, give them unity. Any form of quarreling, misunderstanding, conquer for them. For let them work together for the glory of their name. Do this for us through Christ our Lord. The grace of Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit abide with you, bless and protect you, now and forevermore. Amen. Hallelujah. 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 Yea. Hosanna. Hosanna. Hosanna.
God bless the Army of Salvation Band. God bless the Esocs Church worldwide.
Moses Orimolade is our great teacher to welcome us and to establish this band. Cherubim, seraphim in this holy band of us. Cherubim, seraphim in this holy band of us. Oh, what a glorious light is this before us ever bright. Rejoice, O ye our members, for glory to us. Rejoice, rejoice, for glory to us. Rejoice, rejoice, for glory to us.
Smile on the beautiful morning star from celestial above.